So I've got a superpower. It's not a good one.
This is United Aholes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
All right, welcome back to Area 41 with the United Assholes. We have an extra asshole. Should I call you Horo?
Sure. That's what everybody calls me.
Because he said that was
Depends
his
on how many
nickname.
drinks he has on screen.
Halden or Horo, either one. I guess he'll answer either one. So, all right, well, I'm going to start with this letter first, and I'm going to start with a short preamble. I wanted to open, in Brent's butt, we talked about me doing the test for colon cancer. I wanted to open this right here on the show, and old man Ryan said, that's kind of personal, and I think maybe you should do that at home.
I didn't want to be in the room if it was the wrong answer.
And I wanted it
Well,
to be...
in his defense, he wasn't the only one because I didn't. I just gave you that face. Right?
I really wanted it to be a moment. So, and you guys fucking ruined it. Anyway,
I didn't want it to be a moment. That's exactly what I was scared of.
but the listeners don't know what's on here.
That's the second worst piece of news
what-
Brent has.
So this is the letter. Your recent at-home screening test was negative. This means there was no blood found in your stool sample. You'll
Why?
be re-invited by the program
But
to do
how,
another
though?
at-home test in 2 years. Now, this is important. I want people to hear this part to be serious for a second. However, no screening test is perfect. Between your scheduled screening test, if you ever see blood or notice change in your stool or not getting better, you should make an appointment to see your doctor or nurse. And this is the important part. Remember, regular screening can help detect polyps and colon cancer early when it's curable.
How come you don't have cancer?
How come you don't have blood in your butthole? You're just not trying hard.
I don't even own a stool.
He's not going the right way.
It's an exit only.
You don't get paid.
Oh, so you're living
No.
50% of life. Then.
All right, so the whole point of this, what a bunch of assholes. The whole point of this
We're glad you don't
episode,
have cancer.
yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, there you
Even
go.
though the show won't be as good.
It would have been a great episode.
I
He
don't.
just went down.
Okay,
I don't know you well enough to tell
Here's
you.
how
whether-
devoted I am to this fucking show. I had a plan if it was fucking bad news.
What was your plan?
I was gonna
to
read
grab
it.
Josh's gun.
I was gonna read it to myself first and foremost, and if it was bad news and it said go see your doctor, there's that type of thing, I would have folded it up, put it back in the envelope, and said, I gotta go. And I had to get up and left. And you guys could end the episode, whatever, because God damn it, I want to be a YouTube star for fuck's sake.
We could have been here.
Anyway.
So who thinks he has cancer?
Let's roundtable this.
Agree or
What's wrong with his asshole?
He just gets up and leaves and the music plays.
Mr. Underhill, we've determined you don't have an asshole.
And if he has cancer, is it the good kind or?
There is no good kind.
So we're going to call this United Cancer-Free Assholes episode. That's what this one
Well,
is.
we don't know we're all
Only
cancer
him.
free. Yeah, I could have cancer.
I had a colonoscopy 3 years ago, and I was good.
You good? You enjoyed it?
I woke up and it was
Did they
kind
use
of
a
like,
Sony
how
or
do
a
you feel,
Canon?
Mr. Moyer? And I said, like the most popular guy on Cell Block D.
I went to the doctor one time to get I'd never gone before to have my blood checked or anything. So I had one of my friends at the time was like, you should really go see the doctor because you've never. So I went and they kept telling me and look, they're probably gonna put their finger in your butthole. And I was like, what? I'm 25 years old. What do you mean? And they were like, I mean, yeah, that's what. And so I go in, and
Always
first
look
of all,
for a
my
doctor
doctor
that's
isn't there. It's an
Practitioner,
intern.
yeah.
So she's about 21, 22 years old.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
No. Anyway, so she's like, so why did you come in today? And so I said, well, I've never had my blood tested. I never, And also, my girlfriend wants me to ask about a prostate exam. And she was like, well, people don't typically do that at your age. And I was like, please don't give me one then. So I've never had one.
Good.
So I could have cancer.
There's a simple at-home test.
That's right.
You just
They'll
gotta
Tell me where to shit.
They'll
Shit
send
in
it
the
to you
tube.
when you're 50.
I've got one out on the kitchen counter. We'll just like white out all the names.
Nice. All right.
I'll just send his sample into your...
So we've descended into chaos again.
It's what we do best.
So you have a superpower? Is it not having cancer? Is that the superpower?
No. Okay, so thus far in my 50 years, I have passed out, like full on gone, 14 times.
From alcohol.
You've had that book with you for 50 years?
No. I started writing these down. I said to my wife one day, I need to sit down and figure out how many times. Because I was getting, it was right around the 9th or 10th time, and I said I need to sit down and stop and think back and write them down. I don't know why, because it's something that happens to me, and every time I think, well, that's good, there shouldn't be anything else that comes along in my life that'll make me pass out, something else comes along and makes you pass out. So I'm going to hit you with the high points. You can make fun of me because I know you fuckers are going to. And I'm just going to go to the high points. I said there's 14 of them. Some of them are just like, one of them was heat stroke, so that's fucking boring.
Meat stroke?
Heat stroke.
that's
Oh
never
my God. All right. So that's one of the most popular stories right there. So I'm going to start with that one. Fuck it. Whatever.
Tell the meat stroke story.
The heat stroke story?
I want to hear Ken's.
Get beat off so much that he passed out right now.
Oh my God. It's no wonder we worry about going over time. All right. So the one that I have got the most enjoyment from other people hearing, not necessarily me telling it. And if you're triggered by anything to do with needles and stuff like that, you may want to sit down.
Go watch another episode.
I will kid you not. I could trigger myself tonight.
I'm a hemophiliac. Needles don't bother me.
Okay, well, needles bother me.
Well done.
He's got
How does a superpower?
too.
Hey, did you guys know I'm tougher than Brent?
So,
Neaters.
in the early 2000s, I decided I was going to get my nipple pierced.
Oh, Jesus.
As you do.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just one of those wild hair type of things. And I went to a place that would do that type of thing. Walked in. I want to have my nipple pierced. I go, yeah, sure, no problem. Come on in. So there was a woman doing it. She says, first of all, she says, what's your favorite nipple?
Probably Jennifer Aniston's.
No, what's your favorite nipple?
I'll add
My
that to
right
Get to Know
one.
Your Assholes 3.
So immediately I made the same face. I'm like, I
Never thought of it.
yeah, right. I don't have one, I guess. And I'm like, well, I have my left ear's pierced. I guess my left nipple to be, I don't know, that would, I guess.
So you could have changed.
So clearly at this point,
I'm saying you can't cross chain it.
clearly at this
You want
point,
to balance it.
You don't want to try looking right.
I don't want to be employable.
clearly at this point, I have not thought it through that far because I wasn't prepared for all the questions.
You didn't know which nipple
So-
you were going to get pierced?
No, I had no fucking clue. I just thought I was going to
Did you look at her and said, "You decide for me"?
Did you ask her which
No.
ones of hers were pierced? If you
No.
could see it for an example?
No. I was at that time a married man, and I still am a married man because I don't ask stupid fucking questions like that.
My ring
So-
still fucking fits.
So I'm like left to match the ear piercing. And okay, great, take your shirt off. Shirt comes off. She takes a look at me and goes,
Constantly
He was
flexing.
He was wearing a button up, at a fucking piercing bar.
Just let me take my tie off. Do
Pardon me.
you have a place for my top hat?
I actually
You
was
don't need
wearing
to
a button-up.
actually drop your
Seriously.
pants for a nipple piercing.
So she looks at me and goes, oh,
I've never seen a man that looks like you.
no. What she said was, that's going to be kind of tough because you don't have, and I don't have much. My nipples are almost non-existent.
Really?
Your innies instead of out.
No, they're outies, but they're just little, like,
Your areola
Raisins.
is
they're
small.
tiny little fucking, yeah.
Raisins.
They're less than Tic Tacs.
Mine meet in the middle.
So she goes, but I can still get the job done. So I'm like, all right, cool. All right. She goes, all right, perfect. All right, let me take a look here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, come on over here, sit in the chair. So she puts me in the chair and she marks the in spot and the out spot for where she's going to go through with just a felt tip marker type of thing, Sharpie. And
Marks are still there. 'Cause it was
she,
permanent.
she grabs a clamp.
My dad was right. They are.
So the clamp goes on, and it's to hold stuff, because what they do, trigger warning, is they take a hollow needle and they core you. So they go, and they take the center out, then they put
That's how
the ring in.
that's how they do the spacers. When
Exactly.
You get your ear.
So that there's not just a hole through that's going to heal real quickly. They literally take the center out,
Yeah.
like coring an apple. Yeah. So she tells me that right then and there. And I go, okay. And I'm thinking, fuck, I've got two, at that point I had 2 tattoos. I'm fine, I can handle this. Even though I almost passed out the first tattoo. No, it's fine. I'm all right. I nailed the second tattoo with no problems. I'm good. I'm over this shit.
I'm a big boy.
So she puts the clamp on, and the first thing I'm going to tell you is that fucking clamp, I'm like,
I'm a little turned on.
no, I was turned completely fucking off because it hurt. And she goes, can you hang on to that for me? And I'm like, okay. Because otherwise, she needs...
Was that her breast in your hand at this
She
point in
needs
time?
2 hands in order to do... She said, I'm going to put this through, I'm going to core it, and then she has something in there, like a piece of cork type of thing, too. And then pull that back out. I'm like, all right, cool. She goes, you hang on to that, and then I'm going to put my gloves on, the needle, da-da-da-da-da, and I'm going to do the thing. So I'm sitting in the chair. It's hurting like hell, and that's when my brain kicks in and goes, dude, she's going to stick a big fucking piece of steel through your nipple and take the fucking center out, man. We're not fucking cool with this, are we? I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. This is gonna
cool.
This is gonna be cool. And I start to sweat.
Girls are gonna love it.
I start to sweat. And
It's
I'm
your
like,
favorite nipple.
That's the fucking warning. I'm starting to sweat. I'm gonna fucking pass out. Fuck, I've got to get this done. I'm too fucking deep in now.
Looking a little
So I'm
clammy
sitting
right
there,
now.
I'm hanging on to it, it's fucking squeezing, and I'm thinking if she just get this over with, I'd be all right. And she turns around with the needle.
And that was the last thing you remember.
That is the last fucking thing I
Oh
remember.
my god.
Did she finish?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I pass out,
I think it's against you. You got to be alert. Like something.
and I believe... No. Let me finish the story. Yeah, that was the first time I convulsed.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
She said, if you hadn't been convulsing, she said, do you have epilepsy or anything? I'm like, nope. No, I've passed out several times. I should have known better. I fessed up at that point. She goes, did you have breakfast this morning? I'm like, I had a cup of coffee. And she goes, your blood sugar was she knew all the fucking triggers and shit. And she said, if you had not convulsed, you'd have woke up with a pierced nipple. She'd have done it. Because I'd already given her my consent to do it.
She wanted her money.
So she said, yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't pierce your nipple, but I maybe stuck a finger.
I asked her if I owed her anything. No, she went and got me a glass of
Prostate's great.
juice.
Yeah, you don't have colon cancer.
She goes and gets me a glass of juice, and she goes, don't get up until you're ready. And I'm like, do I owe anything? She goes, nope, don't worry about it. If you're next time you're going to come back, make sure you eat.
Oh, so you didn't get it done.
No, I didn't. I did not. And I went, that was enough to me to go, what the fuck am I thinking? This is completely fucking
Well, you want to
retarded.
be there like this. Hey.
Did you go back and
I
get
don't
it
know.
done,
Listen,
or-
at the time, I knew some people that had their nipple pierced, and I thought, I don't know, it seems cool.
Were they pirates?
Yes, actually they were. Yes. You don't.
Assholes. All of us. All of us.
All right, so fuck, we're burning fucking time here.
I said that's one story.
Yeah, there you go.
14.
Join us next
No, I'm
week.
not fucking telling you all 14. All right, so
Limited edition Blu-ray.
YouTube's going to run out
Okay.
of bandwidth on this series.
all right. I had surgery on my belly button. Funny you should say outie versus innie. My belly button popped out. It was a hernia.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so they went in to do that. So I'm at the hospital. I'm doing
Tell
fine.
who the older folks are.
But again, it's the brain that does this to me, that kicks this stuff all in and starts that vagus nerve bundle going, suck in all the blood from everything important, including the brain. And that's why you pass out. So sitting there ready, they've got the fucking Johnny shirt on and everything. I'm going in to have the surgery done. Nurse comes over. I'm going to take your blood pressure. Your blood pressure's a little bit high. You a little bit nervous this morning about what we're going to do? And I'm like, yeah. Nurse over in the corner goes, good answer. She's thinking I've got high blood pressure and I'm trying to hide it. And I'm thinking, fuck no, I'm nervous as hell.
Yeah.
One of the things that triggers me, interestingly enough, is a blood pressure cuff. because it gets so tight, you can feel that. You can feel the blood going through. It does. I'm okay with it now, but at that particular day, because I was already so nervous and whatnot, she took the cuff off. She comes back over to us. She goes, "How you doing?" I said, I don't really feel so good. And she could tell the color was draining right out of my face. And she said, "Well, you're good." She had the IV and everything was in. And that was the other thing bothering me. The IV's in. And like, I just can't fucking handle that shit. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going. That's one thing I can do. I can see when the world's coming, when the tunnel starts coming. And I will tell one of my phlebotomies, I said to one of the nurses, "I'll see you on the other side, ladies." And then I went. And I come to, and after I was fine, they were laughing. They're like, "What did you say?" I'm like, I said, "See you on the other side." I knew I was going. There's no stopping it. And I feel better after I pass out and then come to. So I come to, waiting for my surgery. And the nurse goes, "Yeah, while you were out, you were incontinent."
Oh,
Yeah,
my
we pierced your
God.
nipple.
And I'm thinking, because you're half dazed at this point, and I'm like,
I don't even go to church.
I pissed the fucking bed.
Yeah.
So like, it's okay, it's all right, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It happens to people. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you out of this bed and into another one and whatnot. So needless to say, as I said, this is not the superpower I wanted. That's 3 times I've been incontinent. Donating blood work, almost. That's like a 90%, because they kept going, "Wait, no, don't close your eyes. Open your eyes, Brent. Open your eyes." And I kept thinking, if you just shut up, I'd pass out and I'd feel a whole lot better. That was my last one.
So what causes all this, Buck?
There is a nerve bundle right here in your chest, and what it's responsible for is where your blood is going. And when you're in a panic situation, that overactive nerve bundle says we're in danger. So we need to pull blood from the stomach. We need to pull blood from other areas to, like,
Compensate.
to compensate for whatever reason.
And for whatever reason,
And everybody,
your brain
he's got a nerve bundle. I've got a nerve bundle.
Everybody's got that, but people like me that don't care for needles and don't care for I passed out having stitches taken out. I had surgery on my inside of my jaw, and Dr. Belanger had the stitches completely out, but because he was rooting around, digging in there, trying to get a hold of them and get them pulled. He pulled the last one out. He pulled the last one out and set it. I could see him putting the stitches on the little thing on my chest. He pulls the last one out, and I looked at him and I went, "I'm not doing so good." And he goes, "No, I'm done." I'm like, "No, it's too late. It's not."
You're always so vague about it. Like, I'm going now.
And then I said to him, "I'm going to pass out." And he goes, No, and gone. So I get up to go leave.
And he says you were incontinent.
No,
I pissed in your bed.
I get up.
I pissed in your pants.
I'm sweaty as hell, because when you come to, you're completely clammy.
Covered
you
in
feel
piss.
like shit.
and a bear's nipple.
So I walk out, I pay. My wife's waiting in the waiting room. I come out, and the nurse, I go, "That got the best out." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." I'm like, "You don't need to, it happens." So we walk out, and I'm like, as we're walking out down the hallway, I'm like, I'm not entirely sure if I'm really sweaty or if I pissed myself. So I'm like, can you look at me from behind? Can you see anything on my jeans? She goes, "No, there's not." I was wearing black jeans. She goes, "No, it does not look like anything. I think you're fine. You're just really sweaty." I'm like, "Great." We get out, we sit down in the car, and I'm like, fuck. I've got to check. So we're sitting in the parking lot. I'm undoing the belt, and I'm like, I'm going to get caught for fucking public indecency, for Christ's sakes. And then I find out, yeah, great. And we have shopping to do. And I have pissed myself.
Oh my God.
So it's like, well, trip to Walmart.
And that's a superpower?
But I told you it wasn't the one I wanted.
And that's when he started his collection of underwear.
Because he became pass out piss man.
Well, we seem to reference a little bit of McLean and McLean from time to time, so I think I'll reference the line, "Jesus, Gary, who wrecked your car?" "I don't fucking know, but who the fuck shit in my pants?"
What is my